Hey Hunters, with the recent news of ZERO Sievert's upcoming .31 patch just around the corner and the long-awaited arrival of faction relations, I wanted to make this guide to show you the best maps and places to farm items and kills needed to progress with the Crimson Corporation and ultimately get a Crimson Trader in the bunker. But first, hi, I'm Sievert Gaming and welcome to my channel. For those of you who may not know, I'm a modern wolf content creator with over 1,000 hours of playtime in the game. I love playing ZERO Sievert and sharing my experiences, fails, and advice with all of you. Now, seeing how I'm a Crimson Soldier at heart, the main objective is to meet with Renard Shepard of the Crimson Corporation and move in a Crimson Trader into the bunker, effectively siding with the Crimson Corporation and becoming an enemy to the Green Army as soon as possible. As a final disclaimer, I want to mention with ZERO Sievert deep in development, this guide may be outdated when the new patch drops, and this guide is only up to date as of the .30 patch. I'm so excited to share this guide with all of you, so without wasting any more time on this intro, let's get into the Zone of Zakov. Now, after choosing your starting loadout and getting kitted, there's only 3 quests that have our attention at the moment, starting with Barman's First Steps Part 1 and Conductor's Quest Materials. As all of us experienced hunters know, First Steps Part 1 is probably the easiest quest in the game. Simply go out in the forest and come back alive. What makes this quest more difficult is that we're trying to be efficient with every hunt, and completing materials is absolutely crucial. Completing this quest requires a list of items needed by conductors so that the railway can be repaired, only then granting us access to maps outside the forest and makeshift camp. The list of required items is as follows. Collect 40 scrap material, 20 screw nuts, 20 nails, 1 screwdriver, and perhaps the most evasive items to find are the single propane tank and electric drill. As a fresh save, materials is an easy quest to get progression locked on, from rookies to veteran hunters. So after accepting your 2 quests, let's jump on the train and head into the forest. So, like I said, First Steps Part 1 only requires us to survive 1 hunt in the forest. Easy enough. What we want to focus our energy on is looking in the right places for conductor's items. Tools are in all kinds of places in the forest, so specifically we're going to be looking in wooden crates, toolboxes, stashes, filing cabinets, dead bodies, and duffel bags. Once we get off the train with these places in mind, we'll open our PDA and locate the Sawmill. This will be our main destination, and along the way we're going to keep a sharp eye out to loot every stash and abandoned house that we find. And when it comes to looting abandoned houses, if you walk in the front door and see a yellow rug behind the couch, just turn around and leave. The house will not have a duffel bag inside of it. Also be sure to carefully clear out all bandit camps and peacefully loot all Green Army and loner camps to reduce unnecessary risk. Now, the reason the Sawmill will be our main destination is because the Sawmill is an amazing place to find a lot of conductor's items. Due to there being 7 gray sheds that all have a chance to spawn filing cabinets, toolboxes, and wooden crates inside of them, it makes for a really solid farming spot. Not to mention, to loot these sheds, you'll have to kill the 6 bandits patrolling the area, so there's always a chance for them to have the tools on them. Just don't go inside the main building, which is being guarded by another 4 to 6 bandits. Again, unnecessary risk. If you hit the Sawmill with every hunt, you'll have materials done in no time. Now, if you don't complete materials in the first hunt, don't sweat it. It could take a while. After surviving in the forest for the first time, Barman's next task is First Steps Part 2, which asks you to kill 5 wolves and 5 bandits within the forest. Be sure to bring some kind of flesh around to deal with the wolves while using the standard ammo for bandits. With enough distance away from the wolves and a couple mag dumps, you should be able to finish the 5 wolves subtask in one pack. Next, find 1 or 2 bandit camps that are scattered throughout the forest and carefully clear them out, easily completing the 5 bandit subtask, finishing First Steps Part 2. Return to Barman and turn in the task. Now, assuming by now you've collected all the materials, also go turn them into Conductor. Making it this far, you may think the hardest part is done. Well, not exactly. Now comes the expensive part. With access to the other maps, we're heading straight to the docks in the industrial zone. There we will have to pay 5,000 rubles to gain access to the Crimson Corporation's base. This is also where we will meet Renard Shepard, overseer of the Crimson Corporation's movements in Zakov. Shepard will give you the task Eyes Everywhere, which he wants you to plant a CCTV camera inside of General Artemovich's office. Buy the camera from Shepard's inventory, and then head back to the bunker. If you remember, by finishing First Steps Part 2, we gained access to the Green Army's area. Go to Artemovich's office and walk over to the bookshelf, placing down the camera and completing Eyes Everywhere. Return to the Crimson's base of operations and pay another 5,000 rubles for entry. Talk to Shepard, who now has the task Cleanup. Cleanup entails of killing 15 Green Army soldiers on any map. Now, this is the most challenging task out of the whole guide. The Green Army has armor ranging from level 3 to level 5, making any non-armor piercing ammo a disadvantage. Also, the fact that we're only a few hunts into the save means we actually don't have access to any armor piercing rounds outside of finding them in the zone. To combat this, you'll need to come up on some cash and get a second weapon. I went with the Mosin shooting PS 762x54R that you can buy from Barman and the Green Army Trader. To make some cash, I did some money runs using Igor and stashes, but if you have your own method that works, please tell me down in the comments and get to farming. Now when you're ready to clean up, head to Makeshift Camp. Makeshift is full of Green Army camps and wandering squads to clear out, making it a perfect map to complete the task. While engaging the Green Army, we have to remember that the armor we have on is trash, so we can only catch a few bullets. Also, the ammo that we're shooting out of our guns is trash, so the Green Army will sponge a majority of your shots. Use distance to your advantage with the Mosin and SKS, barely staying in and out of eyesight. And if you get in close quarters, remember to strafe in and out of cover to avoid incoming shots, and don't be afraid to rotate and try to pull a flank from a different angle. If done carefully and you brought in enough ammo, you'll be able to collect all 15 Green Army kills in a single hunt. Again, I'd stress to come up on some money so that you're able to repeat the process until you can complete the task in case of multiple deaths. This is frustratingly hard. Okay, so now that we've finished cleaning up, we'll head back to the industrial zone to speak with Shepard. Pay the 5,000 ruble entry fee and turn in the task. Next, return to the bunker and then head back to Shepard to speak with him yet again. You'll notice this time there's no entry fee, and now Shepard is offering the next step. This is not a task but instead a proposal for General Artemovich to allow in a Crimson Trader into the bunker but at a cost. Go speak with Artemovich for the first time and bring him the proposal. Deciding to accept the proposal will get you a Crimson Trader in the bunker, but in return the Green Army will now be hostile against you while out in the zone for the rest of your playthrough. And then all you need to do is go on a hunt and return, and you'll have the trader inside of the bunker. And then just like that, we're ready for the new update, and hopefully when it drops this guide isn't too outdated. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up the video. With that, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and have a drink of vodka.